Hey everyone, welcome back to Chicken Cindy's. Today we are going to do some Tannus armor protection in this Poseidon, and we're basically going to make the Poseidon tubeless ready. So we're going to make it tubeless. It's not tubeless ready. We'll figure it out together. Huge shout out to Vinny. Vinny sent me some really nice stuff from Tannus armor. He sent me a really cool shirt, which I love, very nice. He sent me some awesome tire levers, which I've actually made a couple shorts over different tire levers that they've sent me before, and I absolutely love them. So I'm excited to see how these work. And it looks like it's a chain breaker, or if you decide to put these in your lunchbox, you could use them as forks. So that's exciting if you forgot your silverware. The tire of choice that we're putting on the Poseidon are these. I'm very excited to use these. It said limited edition color, of course, purple. Had to buy them, not only purple, but purple and tan wall. So that really excites me. These are tubeless ready. So really the only issue I could potentially see us happening is the rims, because I don't believe they're 100% tubeless ready. So I'm just gonna tape them up and see if I can get it to take and set and hold air. But check out these awesome tire inserts. It's their newer styled ones, kind of the light armors, the Tannus Tubeless Lite. It says they're lightweight, they have better handling, and rim protection. And I literally just read that on the back of the box. Maybe you guys thought I just knew that. So that's pretty cool. It says the world's first modular tire insert. So I'm really excited to give these a go and get them set up, and we'll probably weigh the tire right now. And then after I get everything in it, we'll weigh it again just to see the weight difference. But I mean, they weigh like, they're next to nothing, holy cow. Especially in comparison to their other style of inserts. So I think these are gonna be absolutely terrific for a gravel bike. So let's go ahead and start installing this and seeing if we can make the Poseidon take a tubeless, I guess, see if we can get a set of tubeless, so it'll be fun. Well, first things first is we are going to, take, I guess, this tire and the tube out. We'll start with that and we'll remove all that jazz. Here are the original tire levers that they sent me that I absolutely love. So we'll go ahead and use these ones since they're not open yet, and I'll have to try those other ones out at some point in time. So, but yeah, I love how thick these ones are, and they just work absolutely terrific. And yeah, they're terrific. Very, very happy with these tire levers. And I love that the middle holds a valve core removal tool, or a valve core tool. I just think it's terrific to have that there too. So these are just the stock rims that came on the Tannus. I'm sorry, that came on the Poseidon. I absolutely have been loving this Poseidon bike. It is my daddy-daughter bike. It's got the cute little handlebars. I typically have a Mac ride on it, so that's why the handlebars are on it. I got the Mac ride out, or off of it right now. I've put a lot of miles on this bike. The bike's just absolutely terrific. I've been so impressed with it. Shifts great. It's absolutely just a tank. So as you can see, we just have the normal rim tape in here. So let's go ahead and get that out. I really wasn't intending on setting this up tubeless, so this is gonna be interesting to see how it goes. Yeah, let's see if I can show you. It's gonna be a little difficult, but it literally like goes in the rim like perfect the way it fit all the way around this. Holy cow. You couldn't have like made that any better, I'd imagine. Well, I thought that's like a rubber band. I thought that was like a giant zip tie. These tires look awesome. I love how these look. So cool. All right, we have the tubeless valve installed. Now let's put the tire on. Let's make sure the label is by the valve so people don't crucify me, because that's evidently a thing that really, really bothers people. So I'll be sure to do that. There we go. Okie dokie. There's that one. So now we will simply put this in here. I'll try it like this. As we go around, we'll insert it. Okay, so the armor is definitely where it needs to be. So we're gonna kind of work it around now. We'll just kind of go nice and slow. I'm trying to get the bead further into the channel. Some sprocket hair too. And what that does is that kind of gives us a little bit more room on the other side for the bead to be put on. Currently where we're at, making good progress. I'm gonna go back over the other side and kind of feed the bead back in the middle a little bit. Trying to break it off and just give me some more space as we go around. After you've done a couple of these inserts, you kind of learn a few tricks to like help get them on. Still not the easiest thing in the world, but not necessarily impossible either. Go ahead and go to the tool. Get the last little bit, push it up quite a bit. I kind of go to the middle to get more grip. Oh, there we go. I might be able to get the rest by myself. Let's try it. There it goes. Nice. Sweet. We have the tire and the insert in. So now I guess I'll grab my fancy pump and see if we can get it to inflate and be tubeless. I've had different opinions and takes over doing dry fits like I do. I mean, at the end of the day, you do whatever you want to do. I'm never going to tell you how to live your life, but I like doing dry fits. It's just less messy. It just makes sure that I get the actual tire and it seats, and I can hear air leaks and stuff if that's what's going on. And the other nice thing about dry fitting to me is all I had to do is let the air out, put the actual sealant in, put the core back in and air it back up, and it's good to go. I mean, it maybe adds 5 minutes of time to it, but at least I don't have a bunch of wasted sealant everywhere, and you know, it's literally a mess. So I just like dry fits. All right, drum roll. Let's see what happens. So I tightened the tubeless valve a little bit more, and it sounds like it's holding air now. So I'll deflate this, I'll add a little bit of sealant, and then we'll put it on. And then front tire should be done. Very nice. Cool. I love the way it looks. That purple and tan is awesome. Now that we have the tire all set up with being tubeless and all that good stuff, gonna zero out the scale. Let's go to pounds and start with that. Let us see where we're at. There we go. All right. 4.46 pounds. So we are literally 0.01 pound difference. 1.4 ounces, 2.025 kilograms. So we're talking pretty much identical weight. That's actually pretty impressive. I'm gonna weigh the other insert here in a second with the tube, because I'm just kind of curious what the difference in weight is there. And then I'm probably gonna weigh the difference in tires just to see, but it sounds like all of it pretty much evens out. This does have the tubeless valve, this has the sealant in it. Seems like it's holding air great, feels wonderful. I've been doing the the tire shake, trying to get the sealant everywhere, and yeah, it seems to be holding absolutely fine. So I'll have to get it on a little ride and see how it does, but yeah, you're talking pretty much the same weight, and quite a few benefits in this, in my opinion, from rim protection, puncture protection. You can run a little bit lower tire pressure technically if you're wanting to. I kind of run a little bit higher tire pressure because I'm typically on this with my daughter, so I'd like 30 pounds to it. I'm not really going to get into like the debate of tubed versus tubeless. They both have their pros and cons. It's really personal preference at the end of the day, what you want to do. So I'm not going to tell you what to do. But if you want to go, tubeless, and you want a little extra protection, the tubeless lite, that's pretty cool. That, it is pretty much the same weight as it is tubed, and you get some extra benefits. So that's kind of cool. Let's put this in the front, and I guess we're just going to do the exact thing to the rear. Let me get those different weights real quick for the inserts and tubed and that kind of a thing, just so we kind of know what that looks like. All right. We're gonna get some weights out of the way this time. I don't really know where to hook this up. It's kind of gonna be like wedge it in there, I guess. It says 0.11 pound. Let me do that again. That's so, it weighs next to nothing, but yeah, it's 0.11 pound. Okay. You got 1.7 ounces. All right, 0.11 pound. Let's see what the tube weighs. Oh, geez. All right, 0.35 pounds. So the tube weighs 3 times as much technically. 5.6 ounces and 0.16 kilograms. So 0.11. Let's open up this second tire. Shoop. And we'll see what the difference in weight on the tires are. As I'm guessing this Gravel King is gonna weigh more. It just seems like it's a little bit burlier of a tire, a little bit nicer of a tire. Oh, shut it off. All right. Wait for it to zero out. There we go. All right. Got, ooh, don't fall off. Okay, ooh, fell off. I locked though before it did. 1.09 pounds and 17.4 ounces, 0.495 kilograms, 1.09 pounds. Woo! 0.99. So we're talking what? 0.1 pound difference, right at 15.8 ounces and 45.45 kilograms. So yeah, kind of, like I said, this one's like 0.2 pound difference. This is like 0.1 pound difference. So pretty much evens out. And then you add the sealant and then the tubeless valve. So yeah, interesting. Let's take off the rear tire. We'll get this tire put on and that insert put on. And then we'll see what the bike looks like. And just like that, we are tubeless set up. And we also have some Tannus Armor inserts. Now, I am pretty impressed with the weight of these new inserts. They're extremely light. It's like 0.11 pounds. We'll probably get some footage of me riding the bike now. Gonna wait for my daughter to get home from school, hopefully, and get a little ride with her and see what she thinks as well. So pretty easy installation, typical Tannus Armor installation. I've installed it quite a few times now. It's never super difficult. Sometimes it's a little rough to get the last bit of bead over, but if you just keep kind of working your way like back around the other side of the tire to like push the bead into the channel, and it seems to be doing good. Holding air, great. First time I've ever actually used Gorilla Tape. Had it for a long time, never used it. I usually use stands, so that was fun. Really easy conversion, getting it all set up, and now guess we just gotta test it out and ride it and see what we think. So let's start doing that. So this is actually 2 days after I've installed all of this wonderful insert goodness. As of right now, so far, they're holding air absolutely fine. I've gone on a few rides, so the night of, I went on a ride, and then today I went on another ride, and this time I was able to ride with my daughter. Kind of forgot to grab my Insta360 to do some footage with her, but it was really funny to see her response to the purple tires because she absolutely loved the purple tires. I would say like, just in comparison to riding it like before and riding it now with the inserts, I really haven't noticed much of a difference, which is kind of a good thing in my opinion. I was gonna originally put these inserts in my, my Ozark Trail, my gravel bike, and I decided I ride this bike a ton, like with my daughter Piper, and as you can see, the back ride's back on it because that's what I was doing, and I just thought it would make more sense to put it in this bike just to help with protection from flats and things like that. And I've been wanting to make this one tubeless anyhow for a little while, but it was kind of one of those things where like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, and I've never really had a good reason to do it. And whenever I got these in, oops, as I drop it, whenever I got these in, I decided it was probably time to finally do this upgrade that I've been wanting to do on this bike. This is the stock wheel set. They're holding air absolutely fine. I did the, for the tubeless setup, I did the Gorilla Tape. Not everybody likes that, it is what it is at the end of the day. Holding air fine, popped on the bead fine. So I mean, they feel great. I think I got them both at that 75 PSI and they're holding, that seems like great. So no complaints there, but I'm still very impressed with like how much this weighs, and it was fairly easy to install. And I think it's just because it's such a more like malleable material in the sense of like getting it to where you want it to go and things like that. So it was pretty straightforward. If you've installed any form of Tannus before, you'll be absolutely fine. So again, I want to give a huge shout out to Vinny for sending these to me. I really appreciate the support for the channel. If this is something you guys are looking into, I think it's great. I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna do the whole like going to 0 PSI on my wheels and see how it does on this, because I really like these tires, so I don't really want to destroy them if something goes wrong. But I think just running them and having the rim protection and all that, I think this is great. So again, thank you, Vinny. And if you guys have any questions over these, please put them down in the comments. But other than that, thank you for tuning in, and until next time, everybody take care.